Please welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
Well, what's up, party people? Welcome back. Happy Monday. I've got a little FIBA fever. I'm excited to talk some FIBA. We're going to look at the schedule today, talk a little bit about USA and the Shamans. And then, I don't know if you saw on Twitter, but we are going to give away, we're going to give away a Top Shot debut of somebody on Team America. And we're going to let the wheel decide, which is going to be exciting. So we'll do that a little bit later in the show. I'll explain it as we get there, but hope everybody had a good weekend. Who do we have? Sneeps is up in here. Happy National Senior Citizens Day. Salute. We love to see that. The common man's here. Stubbs, good morning. Woozy, Hugo's here. Jericho. Yeah. Oh, God, this Dylan Dennis, bro, is all over my Twitter timeline. I don't follow him. I've never engaged with the tweet before in my life, and it's just jammed down my throat. Bodavine's here. What you dad's here. Brent, let's go. Coach Stark home. I'm not doing an underdog draft today. I can't multitask. It's Monday morning. Don't feel like I have the ability to do it. Garen's here. We love to see that. All right. So let's do this. Let me show you what we're doing here. Let me show me what you're working with for our little fun giveaway here for Team USA. So see what we got here. Look at this wheel. This is old school. For those OGs in the Top Shot space, you remember this wheel. So we've got Walker Kessler on the board, Jalen Brunson, Cam Johnson, Ant-Man, Jaren Jackson Jr., Hallie Burton, Bobby Portis, Josh Hart, Austin Reeves, Mikal Bridges, Paolo Banchero, and Brandon Ingram. So towards the end of the show, what we'll do is we'll spin a little wheel, and all you got to do to qualify, I mean, technically you're supposed to like a tweet, retweet it, tag a friend, but that was just to get exposure, okay? I'm a fraud. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag FIBA. You know why? Because I reward the people that show up. Although I think I'm going to do a second one, too, for the people that did the Twitter thing, because I'll feel bad. I'll feel bad if I don't do it. Do a duck race for the next giveaway. Yeah, people did love the duck races. I think that's Tandy's thing, though. I don't want to get on Tandy's, I don't want to step on his pond, his duck pond. Quack, quack. For content for this week. So it's a little bit of a different week. Sorry, I'm going to be still ingesting coffee throughout this show. I know sometimes I'm like finishing up, but I need more. I need more because it's going to be disgusting outside today. It's like overcast, humid, and like 90. It's gross. And it's Monday and I'm sleepy. So the coffee's going to just keep coming. But content for the rest of the week. So I am traveling this week. So I'm going to be off the map on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's going to be no NBA bit. Although good news for you, there's never NBA bit on Wednesday. So that doesn't matter. But I won't be no morning show Thursday or Friday this week. I might try to throw a little spice something in there later in the week. But I'm not going to bank on it because your boy is speaking to high school students. So listen, if you ever think, hey, maybe I'm wasting my time here listening to Zakarian talk, just know, people pay good money for me to inspire the youth. Okay. So if I can inspire Web3, but yeah, so I'm going to be out of town, or actually, I'll be back in Boston, shipping up to Boston. So I'll be there on Thursday and Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're doing a little speaking, and then we are going to be And then I get to meet my nephew for the first time, which is very sweet. So I'm looking forward to that. Garen is saying 100 too high with the heat index of 117 in Nebraska. Yeah, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. I want my kids to be the next Mike Zakarian. See, dreams do come true. Dreams do come true. The other thing I want to know, yeah, so we'll talk a little FIBA. Oh yeah, Top Shot Tony. Top Shot Tony is making his Spaces return this afternoon. So get excited for that because Top Shot's back. It's saved. According to Twitter, like it's never been bad. It's just bad people, you know. And so now that we've weeded out the bad people, everything's good. Everything is Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. So I'm excited to talk about it. Oh, Comment said had a great time in Beantown a few weeks back. There we go. I want my children receiving life advice from Zakarian, said no one ever. Stan, not only is that incorrect, Stan, not only is that incorrect, I get paid handsomely to do it. Handsomely. All right. All right. If you're just joining, just a reminder, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag FIBA. Put that into the chat. We'll do a giveaway towards the end. Let's talk about FIBA. So I watched. Did people watch USA versus Germany? Because I'll be honest, it snuck up on me. I didn't. I only found out it was happening because I'm a casual. I only found out it was happening because Twitter yesterday blew up when Ant-Man just dunked on Daniel Tice. And I forgot Daniel Tice was out there for Germany. It makes sense that he's playing for Germany. Forgot he was there, and he just got murdered. Excuse me. Oh, we got to do a video drop. Hold on. Mental health check. Haven't done one of those in a while. Let's get a mental health check in here. I'm sorry this didn't come with a hand job. I just don't think it's included in the airdrops. It's stylistically, that's tough to include that in an airdrop. But all of a sudden, my Twitter blows up with Anthony Edwards catching a ball in the middle and just kind of elevating over Daniel Tice, throws it down. Yeah, Boston bases can't figure out when these games are or how to watch them. This game was on Fox, and it's on Fox in the middle of the day. But Germany was feisty, man. They get the Schroeder, you get the Wagner bros. Franz Wagner was lighting it up there for a little bit. So I watched the second half. I tuned in. USA was down 15, I believe. 15, or it might have been 16, actually. And then Halliburton and Ant-Man just kind of went nuts. And I had to tell you, man, I'm really, it's got me very hyped for FIBA. And not just because I'm an American elitist. I am excited to watch Team USA, but I'm excited. I feel like the gap between a lot of these teams is a little bit closer than it typically is. And so I just think like maybe not in group stage for the USA because Greece is definitely not really a contender without Giannis. Jordan, I don't think is going to be putting up a fight. Neither is New Zealand. So I don't know how competitive the group stage might be for the Americans, but I do think like once they start getting into the what's it called? The like knockout rounds, I feel like it's going to get a little feistier and it's going to be pretty competitive because you look at a team like Germany who are rolling out like 4 or 5 NBA players as their starters. The Wagners are really good, right? Canada, we've already talked about at length. Like Luka's been doing insane shit. There was a crazy highlight of Luka over the weekend, right? Where he's like, it's off the pick and roll, driving down the lane. There's like double team, and then just throws this behind the back pass that literally the other guy in the lane on his teammate had to duck. Ball goes right over his head, hits a corner shooter, knocks down the 3. Like, I feel like Luka is good enough that it will make Slovenia a team that can contend. Boston Bay said, dude, Ant's PR team is putting everything out there. But Ant-Man, dude, like out there, and we the people saying that, did you see the conspiracy theory that Ant is another secret child of Jordan? I love it. I love that anytime somebody goes off, they just put the photos side by side. Oh yeah, play the drop. That's right. I didn't play the Luka drop. I apologize. Luka magic. Anyway, so Ant-Man, and like I'm hearing the PR stuff from Boston Base. Dude, I mean, he's consistently been good. I was listening to the Hoop Collective, and it was Brian Windhorst had talked with Steve Kerr, and they were saying that the way that they designed the team, Steve Kerr, like normally when the USA team is designed or selected, you know, people join the team, people leave the team, but they picked their squad from the beginning and then just kind of built chemistry around this. And they were like saying like, listen, Brandon Ingram, you're going to play Carmelo Anthony. You're going to be the mellow guy for it. All right, people, wait, isn't this is the same photo though that they did with Yeah, this is the same photo they did with what's his name? Jimmy Butler, right? Here, I'll share it. Hold on, let's see. There we go. Bang. There we go. There is your Anthony Edwards, Michael Jordan. There we go. We love to see it. We love to see it. But they were saying, right, that Brandon Ingram was going to play the mellow. I think Bill Simmons was saying this morning that like Jalen Brunson was the captain, and it seems like Ant-Man is like the guy, right? Whether it's like Dwayne Wade, Kobe, Jordan. I'm not comparing him to those guys like his game, but like his role within Team USA. And I don't know, man. It's been fun. I'm watching him. Like you look at what everybody was doing last night or yesterday, and when the game was in the balance and they were down, Ant-Man just like took over. It was like these three possessions in a row, 2 possessions in a row, where he just kind of dribbles up in transition and knocks down a 3. The other thing, man, like I can't believe I'm saying this, all right, because I bleed green or Nuggets gold. I think I like Austin Reeves, guys. I think I'm an Austin Reeves fan. And there was a great clip, and for those that I'm sure people saw the highlight. Actually, Patrick Coyne sent me over the still of it, so let me share that. But at the end of the game, the game's already won. US is up like 8 or 9 or something like that. Austin Reeves gets the steal, and then he kind of looks back at Halliburton, and Halliburton's like, yo, you gotta dunk this shit, dunk it. And I'm gonna share this list. Halliburton jumps with Austin Reeves. This is like the equivalent, when people say the vibes are immaculate, that's what they mean right here. That's what they mean right here. The vibes are immaculate. But I don't know, man. Austin Reeves, second leading scorer yesterday. So Ant-Man drops 34, AR-15 drops 16. And they've got this lineup, man, that is really intriguing to me anyways, where it's Ant-Man, Jaren Jackson Jr., who we should talk about Triple J too, because he is like Ant-Man is the guy when they need a bucket. Ant-Man's like on-ball defending has been like much better too. But when they need stops, like Jaren Jackson Jr. is what controls that defense. Like he was out of the game. They were down 15. Triple J comes in and it was like, we got you. But the lineup of Triple J, Ant-Man, Austin Reeves, Mikal Bridges, and Tyrese Halliburton is just like fun and long as fuck. Like they can defend in such a way because just everybody just puts their arms out except for Austin Reeves. And they move quickly and it was just kind of sporadic. And Halliburton had a couple of possessions yesterday too, where he just like step back 3 after step back 3. Man, it's a fun squad. And to think all of that happened when you look at the bench, it's like Jalen Brunson's on the bench, Brandon Ingram's on the bench right now. And they're just like a deep, fun team. And like they lack superstars, right? It's not like LeBron. It's not like D Wade. You know what I mean? It's not like those types of guys, but it's all of these guys about to take a leap, which I think makes it kind of fun to root for. Because I don't think, even though they're the favorites, I don't think anybody is like, dude, USA is going undefeated, not a chance in the world. So I think this is it's going to be like a fun game, a fun like tournament to watch. So I'm really excited about it. Tesla's saying, has anything changed in Ant's jumper? Haven't watched him closely enough. I don't know. It feels like, listen, I don't want to blame Minnesota here because I don't think that's really what it is. But you know what the biggest difference is right now between what Ant-Man's doing in FIBA and what he was doing for Minnesota is he doesn't have like 2 7-footers in the way. And I don't know, maybe he's just seeing the floor a little bit more clearly. But I also think he's been like the confidence has been instilled with him being like, dude, you're the guy. Like you're the guy. You're going to make the things happen. And he's out there doing it. Like there's no question in it. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. Let's look at the let's actually look over at the FIBA schedule too. I think I have this pulled up. Yeah. So it was funny. I was looking at it this morning and I was like, good Lord, man, this is a 3-week tournament for just the group stage. And they call it week 1, week 2, week 3, but it all happens within like 2 days. So I thought that was great. All right, so let's pull this up. So it starts on Friday. It's early in the morning, East Coast time. So I guess it's like late at night, West Coast. But it all starts this Friday. The first 4, and they do it in like 2 games at 4, 4:45, 5:15, and then there's an 8 a.m. slot too. So you got Finland, Australia, Angola, Italy, Latvia, Lebanon, Mexico, Montenegro, and then the 8 o'clock games, which like we might catch a little bit of. We've got the DR versus the Philippines. You've got Germany, Japan, Canada, France, and then Egypt, Lithuania. So that's like the first slate of games on Friday. The U.S.'s first game is actually on Saturday. I actually thought it was on Friday, so I'm surprised by this. But Saturday, Jordan and Greece. So that is the other group with the United States, Jordan and Greece, and then U.S. and New Zealand. So 8:40 in the morning on Saturday is their first game. Serbia, China will be fun too. China, that'll be fun. And then Slovenia, Venezuela, which will also be a good one. And then so Friday, Saturday is the first week, if you will. And then Sunday, Monday is the second week. So the U.S.'s second game is Greece against the United States, 8:40 in the morning on Monday, August 28th. So Greece, USA. And then week 3 is Tuesday, Thursday. So that's they get through the group stages pretty quickly. So the U.S.'s last game in the group stage is against Jordan. And then it looks like the knockout stages happen on the 31st. So I'm excited. I'm very excited to kind of sweat this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Tessa says, back to the spacing conversation. Remember this being mentioned when they traded for Gobert? Yeah, I mean, I think that it was mentioned when they traded for him, and then at the beginning of the season, right, when Minnesota was kind of stumbling out of the gates a little bit, and there was some concern that this was going to be a bad move. That was like the conversation. It's like you got two bigs just kind of blocking the lane, and even Ant-Man himself said, like, yeah, the spacing is tough. Like, I remember he even alluded to it. It does, though, seeing what Anthony Edwards is doing, and shout out Karl Anthony Towns, because I think this happened over the weekend. Canada played the Dominican Republic, and this is like the first time I believe Cat's playing for the DR, and Cat lit up Canada. I think he went for 20 points. I think it was 20 points, 6 boards, and like 3 dimes or something like that. Went 3 for 5 from 3. And he looked good, man. He looked good. And that's like a legit win against Canada. So I know it's hard to see like how much should we take these exhibitions seriously leading up to FIBA, but I haven't seen teams actively trying to lose these exhibition games. So, but yeah, Cat for the DR is kind of fun. Yeah, he was balling. He was balling. So, but seeing all of this happen with Ant-Man and what Cat's doing in the DR, I think it is like, I think you start having the conversation of like, what is Minnesota's ceiling? And you hope that, right? So they're rolling out right now. What's their starting 5? Conley, Ant-Man, and then you've got the 2 bigs and Cat and Rudy, and then McDaniels right there, right? And you're hoping that McDaniels makes a little bit of a leap offensively. He's already on like the all defensive team conversations, maybe even defensive player of the year conversations. But it does make me wonder, like, what is the ceiling on this Minnesota team? Do we still think they're just like, yeah, maybe like, I don't know, at the best a 4 seed, at the worst a 9 seed. They probably get into the first round of the playoffs, whatever. I don't know. And then I think about Bruce Brown's conversation. I forget what podcast Bruce Brown was on, and he was like, yeah, dude, the hardest matchup we had in the playoffs was actually the Timberwolves. And you don't know if Bruce Brown's just being like, F you sons, or if he like really feels that way. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Are the T-Wolves the greatest team? No, okay, they're not the greatest team ever assembled. But I just wonder. I wonder what their ceiling looks like. People said, can we talk about what I said when the season gets Stinger, that he can't stay healthy? Already heard, bad acquisition in my opinion. Yeah, it sounds like it was more of a precautionary. She's got plantar fasciitis, and he's missing the FIBA World Cup. But they made it sound like he's going to be ready for camp, that he's not going to miss really any time with the Celtics. So I'm not ready to pull the Zanger plug yet. I still think they're going to be fine. I still think it was a good move, and I'm ready to be wrong. I'm ready to be wrong. But yeah, and also talking more about these guys for Team USA, like taking a little bit of a leap. It got me excited about what Memphis could be. This is actually when I stopped listening to the Bill Simmons podcast, because the dog walk had ended. But I'm wondering, like, what does Memphis look like without Ja Morant for those first 25 games? Like, are they going to be able to stay? Are they going to be able to float, right? You got Marcus Smart, Desmond Bain, Triple J, Steven Adams, Shanti Aldama, like dudes like that. Is that going to be enough that when Ja Morant comes back, Memphis is still in the fight? I saw a crazy tweet yesterday that I think I retweeted it. Let me go see if I can pull this up. But it was basically like, I think it was the dude from Awesemo's site. I forget what they call each other. Stochastic. About like, based on everybody's odds, where the West would shake out. And I thought this was out of control. Like, it had like the Thunder 11th. Here it is. All right, let me share this quickly. All right, here we go. So it's got blow this up a little bit. So the projected NBA Western Conference standing using aggregated betting odds, which teams are over and underrated. So it's got Nuggets, Suns, Warriors. Honestly, this was like close to my top three. I know a lot of people think the Warriors are just going to get hurt and aren't real, but I think a lot of people have Nuggets, Suns right there. Clippers at 5 is on cocaine. I mean, that's nuts. I think that's just because people like to bet LA teams, I guess, but Clippers at 5 is wild. But it gets Lakers, Clippers, and then the Grizz, Mavs. It's got T-Wolves 8, Pelicans 9, Kings 10, which, I mean, I was a little bit out on the Kings this year, and I think I had them at 7, so 10 seems like on coke. The Thunder at 11, Jazz at 12, Blazers 13, Rockets Spurs, like whatever about those. But I mean, where do you guys land in this Western Conference stuff this year? Like, do you think, because I don't know what to do with the Grizzlies. Like, Job missing, is it 25 games, right? Is it 20 or 25 games? We the people saying no ties will hurt more than people think he was the perfect backup. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think the Tyus Jones loss is pretty huge. I do think getting Marcus Smart and over Dylan Brooks is a pretty good upgrade. But yeah, all right. So we the people saying I don't think the Clips is wild. I do think Thunder should go higher up. Yeah, looking at it again, I mean, I do think the top 3 is right. Actually, you could talk me into the Lakers being healthy and being a top 4. I'd buy that too. But I don't know. I think I'm bumping up the Thunder definitely ahead of the Kings, the Pelicans. I think ahead of the Mavs too, and the Wolves. Honestly, I don't know. But every time this conversation happens, it reminds me like how jumbled the Western Conference is, you know? Like, I thought maybe last year might have been a fluke with how close everything was, right? Where there's like 2 games left in the season, and depending on like every outcome of the games there at the last week of the season, people would jump like 3 or 4 spots. I think we're going to see that again. If anything, it might be tighter. Like, I wonder if the Nuggets and Suns don't really pull away in the same way. I don't know. We'll see. Jump Shoot said, yeah, 25 game suspension. Okay. So I don't know, man. I don't really know what meant, like, you know, if you're missing 25 games, if your best player is missing more than a quarter of the season, are you going to be a top 5 team, top 4 team? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm excited. I need basketball in my life. I do. I can't watch baseball anymore. Let's take a quick break, and then we will. I am going to talk baseball a little bit because I went to some games. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be all right back. Today's NBA bit is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy Sports. Whether you're drafting Luka first overall in best ball or fading Wemby blocks in the pick'ems, Underdog is where you'll find Team Hold. Sign up today at underdogfantasy.com or just click the link in the description to get started. And by signing up using promo code HOLD, HOLD, you will get a 100% deposit bonus match up to $100. That's a free honey. So sign up today using promo code HOLD, HOLD, and get started at underdogfantasy.com. All right, baby, we are back. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag FIBA for that sick giveaway where we're going to give away a Top Shot debut of somebody from Team USA. So get that in. We the people said, I think this is a good question. Does Beal really move the needle for the Suns? He can't stay healthy either. Russ had to will that Wizards team to the playoffs. So I don't know, man. I keep going back and forth because I have been like I've been out on Beal quite a bit for a while now. But like when he is like your third best guy, right? When he's your third best guy, and then or maybe fourth best guy, right? Because maybe it's DeAndre Ayton. I don't know. Ayton all of a sudden looking like a beast for the Bahamas. But if like that starting 5, I know we're including like a Kogi, or I saw somebody say that Bates Diop might be starting, which is like crazy if that's your 5th guy. But they got Eric Gordon over there. I don't know. I feel like if they are healthy, which I know is a big if, but you can make that same argument for freaking everybody, right? Like the Warriors have to be healthy, the Lakers have to be healthy, the Clippers have to be healthy. Like all of those teams have to be healthy for this to work. But if they are healthy, I do think him being your 3rd or 4th best guy is a pretty big deal. But they don't have any depth at all. And you're not wrong. Beal does get hurt a lot, but Beal gets that health and safety protocol like no one else. Regulator said, can Beal be the for Suns what Ray Allen was for the Heat? I'm glad that you said Heat, not Celtics, because he would not be what Ray Allen was for the Celtics. I mean, maybe, but then that means you need DeAndre Ayton to be a lot better than he is, because Ray Allen was like their 4th option, right? He was just a corner shooter. I think he has to be more than a corner shooter because they don't have a point guard right now, which I think you can go both ways. Like that conversation gets overblown a little bit, but because Devin Booker, was able to facilitate offense for the Suns for quite a while. But, when Booker's not doing it, I think they're assuming Bradley Beal's going to do it. So I don't know. Can KD still take over and go nuclear to win a series or two, or is that in the past? No, I still think KD is legit. I think he still can do it. I think the same question for Kevin Durant that we always have. Like, can Kevin Durant stay on the court? If Kevin Durant can stay on the court, I mean, he's like 27-7-5 or something, So I do think he can still do it. But we'll see. I don't know. And that's what I mean. Like the West has you can make an argument for every single team of being a dominant team in the West or finishing ninth. So I don't really know. I don't really know what to do. He went to the finals without a great point guard. Yeah, but they had the second best player of all time on the team. So I think that's different. I don't think KD, Devin Booker, or Bradley Beal are in that conversation. And they had the second best player of all time, the second or third best shooting guard of all time, And there were no like super teams during that run. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what Phoenix does. But yeah, you can make a case for anybody, dude. If Jokic misses time, the Nuggets suck. If LeBron and AD miss time, the Lakers suck. Like all of them. All of them are in the same position there, I think. So real quick, I went to our JJL Smith, the GOAT, JJL of Top Shot fame, was in town this weekend, was in New York, and we went to the Yankees-Red Sox game. And if you told little Zakarian, or if you told me even say like 10 years ago, Yankees-Red Sox, there would have been juices just like flowing through, right? I would have been like, I got to get hammered and I got to get yell at people. It's Boston, baby. Like it would have been a lot of that. These teams, now the Red Sox swept the Yankees. So they smoked them all weekend long. They smoked them. And there was I would say it was like 65-35 Yankees fans to Red Sox fans in Yankee Stadium. It was crazy. And there was that Yankees team is dead. That Yankees team is absolutely dead. And we saw Garrett Cole just get lit up in 4 innings. But shout out JJL Smith. We got to meet his lovely other half. We had wonderful seats. Yeah, it was a blowout. They won. I think it was like 8-2, 8-3. We saw Judge hit a bomb. Maybe it's 8-1. We saw Judge hit a bomb. We saw Devers bomb. Urias hit a grand slam. Yeah, Will saying it's crazy how much that rivalry has died. I would have been given a limb back in the day. Well, so I think I told you guys this, but I lived right outside Fenway Park for all through college and then a couple years after college, and just like lived and died Red Sox. Like that was it. My whole life was scheduled around like the Red Sox games, whether it was physically going to games, whether it was whatever. Like I just was such a diehard. And it really is this thing of like, once you win, once like the curse was lifted, once you like beat up the big brother a couple of times in a row, it changes. Now, part of it, I do think if both of these teams were competitive right now, which I know technically they're still in the race, if both of these teams were competitive, like, yeah, I think the juices would be flowing a little bit. But it's definitely different. I mean, I remember going to those games and like from 2000, when did I live in Boston? 2003 to 2009 or 7. They were, those 03-04 years were crazy. Were absolutely crazy. I know the Red Sox can still make the wild card. What are they? They're like 3 games out, 2.5 games out. But they like, yeah, if they just played New York teams, they'd be awesome. And shout out the city of New York, just down as bad as it can be. They are just down so freaking bad. The Mets suck. The Yankees suck right now. Let me look at these standings quickly for the wild card. So right now, the Orioles have a big gap. No, those are the AL leaders, excuse me. The Rays have a 5-game lead over the Astros, who have a half-game lead over Seattle. And then the Jays are a half-game back, and the Sox are 3 games back. Mike coming off the being at the game buzz and forgetting that baseball is boring. Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know. I've been like, I still pay attention to it. Mainly because of daily fantasy sports, honestly. But Anyways, I thank God we got football right around the corner, just a couple of weeks away from that, and then basketball. Basketball is not too far away too. I don't think. Let me actually check my messages here. I still don't think I get to make the fun, sexy announcement about the stream yet. No, not yet. But yeah, the daytime. I mean, the all day NBA tip off stream right around the corner, baby. What were the Oriole odds to make the playoffs this season? Yeah, I don't know. You know what's so weird, man? Because they have like three playoff teams. I mean, three wild cards. I feel like it's not as spicy as it once was. To win the East, though. How about that Wander Franco shit? That Wander Franco stuff is bonkers, right? He's done. I don't think he's ever playing baseball again. Ever, right? For those that don't know, too, allegedly, in relationships with a couple of different minors, frowned upon. They don't love that. But he's no longer with the team. I mean, that stuff is bonkers, which begs the question, why the fuck was Karl Malone at All-Star Game Weekend this past season? I know it was in Utah, but I don't know. What are we doing? What are we doing? Man, I did a short about that yesterday, and somebody was like, these girls knew what they were doing. What are you talking about? They were 13. What? Anyways. Crazy. Yeah, the youth, and I'm sure some people saw this, that youth invasion card. Yeah, that youth invasion card that was going around. It was bad timing all around. But that's nuts, though, right? That is, especially, I'm trying to think of what's the NBA equivalent besides it being Karl Malone of like a Wander Franco, right? I mean, I guess John Morant. Would John Morant be the equivalent, right? Wander Franco, this young player on a mid-market team that I guess maybe Ja's not even a good enough example, because like Ja is a high flyer, but I feel like Wander Franco is supposed to be like the guy for the name. People in the baseball people will know a little bit better. I also like that we lost a couple of viewers, and I'm only assuming it's because you were Karl Malone fans. I don't know. Anyways, you guys tell me. You tell me. Just a reminder too, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag FIBA. Let's get that in there. Yeah, Wander got a huge deal, 10 years. That's a bit unfair to Ja. No. I'm not saying I'm saying I don't mean it like that's what Ja did. I'm saying like the talent equivalent. You know what I'm saying? Like that Wander Franco is supposed to be like the guy for the next generation. And that's what Ja was. That's what I meant by that. Not that what Ja did is the same as what Wander Franco did. We the people said no, Ja is not a good example. Wander's in a class by himself. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Would be a good example then. We'll never know. His current contract, 182 million. Well, Tampa famously doesn't like paying people, so maybe they're happy. They're like, well, we don't have to pay him 182 million anymore. It's craziness. All right, listen, that's it. Not enough baseball talk. Anything else you guys want to talk about? We've got the Larry Bird drop coming around the corner. Are people going after that? Wait, Bridges? But Bridges. You think Bridges is as good as Wander? I mean, I'm saying like, I don't know. What's a good example? I'm thinking of like a young LeBron. Maybe LeBron's too much. I don't know. I can't. Kevin Durant? I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? Let's move on. It seems like the Top Shot Bros are happy, guys. Right? I feel like everybody seems pretty jacked up right now. And I was curious, like, what I'm gonna go over to own the moment here. Let's see what's going on. I'm not sharing screen yet, but let's see what's going on, because people seem well. And we'll look at Series 1 since that drop happened. That drop happened. Now, what are we, like 2 weeks removed from the Series 1 drop? And I can't tell. See, because I want to believe. I want to believe that, like, they've made some pretty good. I do think they've made they've made some pretty good decisions. I think it's been good. I think overall it's been like pretty solid lately. But hold on. I got to start this so I come back to it. I can't tell. I don't know. Anyways, let's go. Let's look at it. We're going over here Top Shot will be happy until after the bird drop. When people get packs, they'll be angry. Yeah, honestly, that's probably right. I wanted to look at the base set and low ask since we're now done with that. So LeBron has been down 7% this week. The Steph's up a little bit. Ja Morant down 16%. Wow, low ask of 420. Luke is up a little bit. Giannis is down a little bit. So I maybe this is like pretty. I don't know. Maybe it is pretty healthy. Russ is up 71%. I think because people got excited that they were like, it's the bottleneck of Series 1. Anyways, I don't know. It does seem like people seem relatively happy. I know Boston Base was going after it. Boston Base was going after it because he didn't like the way that the leaderboards didn't really reward any Celtics fans, which I think was pretty solid. You know what I think what I would like to get to? I think the part of this space that I would love for Top Shot to get to is that we don't have to constantly victory lap every time something happens. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's this weird thing right now, especially because like Web3 is down, PFPs are down, NFTs are down, everything is down, right? That everyone is like, see, you idiots. That's all stupid, but Dapper keeps innovating. Like, I think it would be really cool if we were just like, yeah, dude, Dapper hasn't fucked anybody in a little while. So, like, nice. You know, I don't know. But I think maybe it's because of how insane it was the last 2 years that they feel the need to just like pump it every time something happens. I don't know. But I would like to get to the point where we don't have to always be like, this is the best thing or this is the worst thing, you know? Because it just feels corny, you know? It does. It feels corny. But anyways, I don't know. I think that's it. I don't think we have a lot to do today, guys. What else do you want to talk about? Regulator said I bought about 40 Series 1 moments. Okay. We the people say until they can add a top DFS aspect to it. Yeah, I don't think they're going to. I understand that sentiment though. I don't think they're going to. I'm not even saying I'm not even mad about it. We can go look at my collection. Although my collection is a little different now because it looks like I'm up 25%. We're pumping. That's because people are sending me moments for fantasy football, which drafts are going to start late this week, early next week. I'll have announcements about that. But if you haven't sent over either $25 in cash, $25 of a so rare card, or a Top Shot card, do that soon. But as you can see, look at these. Giddy. There we go. We love to see it. PJ Washington Top Shot debut is pumping. Oh, we're up $12 on Jamal Murray. Let's go. Top Shot is back. Anyways, good stuff. Yeah, we can talk about winning time. That's right. Okay. One thing about winning time that is interesting right now. So Jeff Pearlman, who is the person who wrote the book, I think it's just called Winning Time, or wrote the book that Winning Time is based off of, has been doing this thing on Twitter where he's just kind of like being like, hey, this could get canceled any day now. And the one thing that's like rubbing me the wrong way about it is he keeps being like, I can't figure out why they're not promoting it. And it's like, he's smart enough to know that the writer's strike and the actor's strike is happening, right? Like, he knows that that's going on because all of the actors and writers and creators, as a part of the strike, they're not going on podcasts. They're not going on late night because there is no late night. They're not going out and doing any sort of publicity for their shows. So it seems kind of nuts to be like, why aren't they promoting it? It's like, dude, you know why they're not promoting it. Like, unless you're going to get the CEO of Max to get out there and do it, like, you're not like, of course you're not promoting it. I will say though, I was like a little bit out on Series 1 of it, and not because I didn't really like. It was just a little too much Adam McKay. Like, it just was too much was happening early on. I felt like I was doing coke, and I wasn't into it, but I kept watching it because it's basketball. It's HBO. I love all the actors in it. I think it's like, dude, John C. Reilly and the dude that plays Magic are like truly some of the best like television performances in a while. Season 2 though has been awesome, and I don't know if it's because they've already provided enough context, if they've already like done the legwork so we know who these characters are, even though we already do kind of know who these characters are. But they did so much work in season 1 that season 2 feels like it is cooking. And everybody, like, they made Jason Segel, who plays Paul Westhead, very unlikable. And Siegel's doing a really good job in that performance. Adrian Brody, who I kind of didn't see him as Pat Riley. I'm now buying it. I'm now in on Adrian Brody as Pat Riley. The Magic performance continues to be good. I think it's really cool that Norm Nixon's actual son is playing Norm Nixon. I think that's pretty awesome. I think they've done a really good job, and I really enjoy season 2. I'm not going out here to say go watch it to save it like Jeff Pearlman is doing, which, like, no disrespect to Pearlman. I don't know. He's doing whatever he can to keep his show afloat. I get it. I just was surprised to see this like big push about it. Because it's not like HBO is going to, well, whatever, who cares? But it's great. I do encourage watching, like, or I would recommend it. Season 2 has been really, really good. And it's been fun. I've been enjoying it. Like, I was excited. Like, last year, it'd be like Wednesday, and I'd be like, shit, I didn't watch Winning Time. I got to go back and catch up on it. Now it's like Sunday at 9. I'm also, if people, you want to watch something weird, right after Winning Time, I think I talked about this last week, a second ago. Whoa, Matthew Loftus. Let's go. Welcome back, Loftus. Blast from the past. Dude, Top Shot is back. Matthew Loftus is here, baby. But oh yeah, I knew that about Larry's dad, which isn't a spoiler. I mean, I guess it's not a spoiler. This most recent episode was all about Larry Bird. And yeah, they talk about his dad a little bit. It was a real bummer. But what is after Winning Time? What is after Winning Time is this show called Telemarketers, which is this insane, I don't even know if you could call it a documentary. It's insane. It is nuts. I don't even want to talk about it more. Just please go watch it so we can talk about it later. Jumpshoot said, should you, you know what? This is, oh man. All right. I'm not trying to get myself canceled about anything. Cause one, I'm not Jewish, even though everybody thinks I am. All I'm saying is I just am so tired of everybody getting mad on Twitter. And then everybody doing there's like a backlash, and there's a backlash to the backlash, and there's a backlash to the backlash to the backlash, and then it's exhausting. It's exhausting. That's what I will say. That's how I feel. I'm not going to talk about whether it's right or wrong. I don't know. I wouldn't have done it. I'll say that. You know how I talk in like comedy, high risk, low reward? That's what this feels like. All right, hold on. Let me check up. Wilson. Oh, I don't think they're. I saw this. Yeah. So We the People shout out We the People, just like giving us content today. There's this new basketball that I thought did we talk about this a while ago? Maybe not. Let's see it. It's that 3D printed basketball. I saw it. This looks like shit. There's no way this makes it to the NBA. I saw like some TikToks about it too. It looks stupid as hell. But maybe I'm just against change. Maybe I'm an old fart. Anyways, wow, this is great. We talked Winning Time. We talked telemarketers. We talked Bradley Cooper and his fake nose. I will say, we are at right now 9,709 subscribers. We had a good weekend. We were pumping it. We were out there grinding the content, getting very close to 10K. Would like to get there in the next couple, the next few, I would say like couple weeks. We should be back in action, baby. We should be back in action. All right, if you guys don't have anything else, we're going to get to this giveaway here in a second. So like the stream, subscribe, #FIBA. And then what we'll do is we'll spin this wheel to figure out which Top Shot debut of a Team USA we are going to be giving away. That's a fun little rhyme, huh? And then just a reminder too, we'll be back tomorrow morning. The Top Shot Tony has the spaces today at 5. Everybody go watch that. Go hang out for that. We'll have a Top Shot Tony spaces at 5 o'clock. And then that might be it for the week. We might be slowing down. This. Although I'll still be doing YouTube shorts and shit like that. Maybe I'll do something live from the garden. JJL, there he is, the man on the East Coast, baby. Shout out JJL. I truly had a wonderful time with him this weekend. It was a blast. Here's a fun fact. After the game, JJL went and saw the Britney play on Broadway. We love that. Regulator said another football. Oh, was that that was on the Patriots, right? Was it or was in the Patriots game? Bolden, right? Today's my day. I'm rooting for you, Chris Wilson. I'm rooting for you. I've been slowly getting back into football. I have been drafting a F ton of underdog stuff. Oh, dude, he's off to Alaska. That's right. Enjoy, dude. Enjoy. Enjoy Alaska. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I needed to get to. Coach Stark Holmes in the chat. Good to see that. Are you doing a season outlook for each team day by day? Yeah, I am. Starting in September. We're going to do one every day. I was trying to think if it's worth doing that live or if that should be a recorded one, but I am. I started doing some research on that now, so I can be prepared. But yeah, we are going to do a team by team. I remember last year I was so excited to partner up with Top Shot, and I was going to have the team captains come on for each one of those, and then that didn't happen. The bird queue. Yeah. So that drop is actually tomorrow, right? I thought it was today. I'm gonna share screen here. I thought it was today. When to start buying so rare cards if I want a team for the start of the season. So, Dace, here's the thing, man. I'm going back and forth because, like, if you're already not holding on to the if you don't already have the cards, right? It probably makes sense to buy the year 2 cards because their boost is going to be a little bit higher. But if there are some people that you are excited about, then you can start getting them now. I would start doing it now, though. Like, I really would. If you're trying to get year 1 cards, I would start doing it now because I think it's only going to get, not financial advice, of course. Oh my God, let's do a financial advice drop. Oh my God, we haven't done one of those in ages because I don't do any financials anymore. Where is the financial advice? I can't find the video, but I'm going to keep talking at a fast pace until I can find it. There it is. Bang. None of this is financial advice. Do what you love what you do. Something like that, right? Young hot Zakarian. All right, let's join the drop. All right, wait. No, that's autographed bird memorabilia. That's the leaderboard. God, Larry was not a looker. All right, so yeah, still 2. Oh, wait, where's the rare pack? Give me to the rare one. All right, so it's still 2 days, 3 hours away, 4 hours away. The time changed. I will be joining this. I'm not in there yet. Oh, yes. Matthew says, Mike, can you give me a TLDR of what has happened to Top Shot in the last year? It's down, Matt. So, Matt, since the last time you were here, they went from 650 employees to 110. So they've laid off, and that all happened in 3 different waves. That happened. They introduced some cool burning mechanisms. They've been burning a lot of stuff. They made a lot of mistakes. They oversupplied a lot of stuff. A lot of users left. I think we're probably somewhere between 6,000 and 11,000 active users, I would say. But all the Series 1 moments are out. I think a lot of people were upset, and then people got so mad. They got so mad that those people left, and everybody that's still here is just rock hard. Rock hard, except for me. I think that's it. I'm the only one that's just medium. I'm soft. But I don't know. It's been good. Can you quickly explain Top Shot for us newbies? Is it like DK Rainmakers, collect cards and play DFS contests? Yeah, sure. Wait, MX, how did you find me? Did you find me from So Rare or just from NBA content? Top Shot is just like, it's collecting highlights. So instead of cardboard, you're collecting like specific moments. Like, here you go. I'll show you some of my collection here, MX. Yeah, people got so mad they gave all their moments away. Matthew, I gave away 350 moments like 2 weeks ago. And now I have like 11. Here we go. Somebody sent me a Matisse Thybulle. Is that really a shit? Look at all these moments coming in. All right, so let's see. Like, this is so here you go. This is Jamal Murray's first ever moment on NBA Top Shot. Here you go. So there you go. You just searched. Hell yeah, MX. Thanks for being here, dude. I appreciate it, man. So this is basically mine, right? So they only made, this is the first moment ever of Jamal Murray. They made 1,430 of them, and it's mine. It's all mine. And so that's kind of what it's, I think a rookie one will be a better example. Let me show you. So this is Shaedon Sharp's like rookie debut, his first ever. So this would be the equivalent to Shaedon Sharp's rookie card. All right. A little catch and 3 Shaedon Sharp. They've got some badges here that signifies it. They got a little explainer, but yeah. So it's basically like a digital collectible. There you go. Look at us. Look at us, huh? You seeing this, Roham? Anyways, the Thibault TSD is a bottleneck, dude. I fucking hate this. Anyways, that's what it is, MX. Thanks for joining, though, dude. I love when people find our shit. We love that. Thanks for being here, man. Let's go. What else do we have? Real Sicko search team hold each day to juicy algorithm. There we go. Are they going to stop with the parallels? I think they're going to change them. That's for sure. I do think they're going to change them. Anyways, I think that's it. Look at us. We've done so much today, huh? We have done so much today. We're growing. We're growing. We're loving. We love to see it. All right. Let's anything else here? I want to make sure I got everything. Let's spin this giveaway. All right, last call. This is what you need to do. If you want to enter this bad boy, like this stream, subscribe to Team Hold, put hashtag FIBA into the chat, and then we're going to spin a little fun wheel. We're going to have some fun. But before we do that, we've got one more ad read for the culture. Where is it? Here we go. Bang. Today's NBA bit is brought to you by So Rare. Daily fantasy sports is annoying. Constantly paying attention to injury news, who's starting, who's sitting, and just having to remember to enter your lineups each and every day. With So Rare, you just have to enter your lineup once for each game week. And instead of having to pay an entry fee each time you enter a contest with So Rare, once you buy your cards, the tournaments are free. Each game week, you'll have a chance to win more card rewards to bolster up your roster. And this year, So Rare is introducing cash prizes. So sign up for So Rare today using the link in the description, and they'll start you with 20 free common cards. And by using our link, once you buy 5 cards from auction, they'll give you a 6-1 free. So sign up for So Rare today and see if you can take down Mike Sorarian. We go. We love it, baby. All right. Day says, here, I'll leave this up here. I'll answer a couple more questions before we roll out. Who are you rooting for in the World Cup besides US and Canada? Do you know what I'm rooting for, man? First of all, I'm rooting for Rudy to go to shoot 40% from 3 for France. I am rooting for Luka to go nuclear. I think that would be super fun just to see Luka take Slovenia, put him on his back, get him into the medal rounds. I think that would be really cool just to see him go absolutely ham. So I'm kind of rooting for that. Any regulator said any special plans content for pushing subs over 10K. So here's the thing. It depends when it happens. I am going to do something special. Yes. I actually was thinking about when I get to 9,900 of doing a stream until we get to 1,000. I mean to 10,000. So get 100 new subs while we're live. I was thinking about doing that. How long would we have to be live to get 100 subs? But I'm saving a lot of stuff for because again, I know I teased this, but we've got a fun announcement coming about what we do for NBA tip-off. So the first day of the NBA season, we do an 8-hour-long show, and this year we're doing it on location from a special place. We're doing it on location somewhere else, so I won't be here. And we've got some insane giveaways that day, so I'm kind of trying to condense that into that. But I will have some announcements soon about that. What else? Anything else? Anthony Edwards, most attractive baller. Listen, Bill Raftery said Cam Johnson was. He said that during the game a couple days ago. I think it was against Spain, actually. Regulator said he's rooting for Spain. There we go. So many people are going to troll you to unsub during that. I know. All right, here we go. Let's do it. We're going to let's spin this wheel first to figure out. So we've got, again, I think there's Walker Kessler, Jalen Brunson, Cam Johnson, Ant-Man, Triple J, Halliburton, Bobby Portis, Josh Hart, Austin Reeves, Mikal Bridges, Paolo Banchero, Brandon Ingram. Let's see which Top Shot debut we're giving away. It's going to be either Hallie or Portis. Tyrese Halliburton, baby. There we go. Tyrese Halliburton. I will say, and the way that Top Shot debate shit, this is what's happening in NBA Twitter right now, where everyone is being like, anybody that thinks Brunson's as good as Halliburton is on crack. Can we stop, guys? They're both very good. We don't have to rank them right now. They're on the same team. Go USA. All right. Go USA. All right. So we're giving away the Halliburton Top Shot debut. You're going to like the stream, subscribe, hashtag FIBA. We have 36 entrants. I think we've got about everybody. I think we're just going to spin it. You've had plenty of time to do this, so let's do it right now. Winner, chicken dinner. If you win this thing too, go pump it on Twitter. All right, who's our winner here? Ooh, I saw our new Top Shot user in the chat. Winner is going to be Colin Fisher. Let's go, Colin. Congratulations, C-Fish. Yeah, that was fun. All right, go check out Top Shot Tony on today on Twitter for Spaces. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. So come check that out. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. If you have not, click all of the links in the show notes. Okay, join our Discord. Subscribe to our other YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, do all the things. Chris, I'm sorry. He really thought I was here. I know. I apologize. I hope everybody has a great rest of the day. Happy Monday. We will see you tomorrow. We're out.